Welcome back. I'm Ofelia, your registered dietitian nutritionist. My mission is simple: to empower families and communities with science based nutrition education that builds healthier futures, one plate, one brain, one life at a time. Today, we will investigate how your food choices shape your brain chemistry, mood, and mental clarity. Because when you feed your brain wisely, it rewards you with clarity, calm, and emotional strength. Last time, we explored the superfoods that fuel your brain. Today, we're going deeper into the world of neurotransmitters, hormones, and nutrients that shape your mental health. Your brain isn't just a sponge for nutrients, it's a chemical powerhouse. Let's uncover how food, biology, and mood are all connected. This presentation will explore actionable steps to cultivate a positive mindset and sustain mental health over time. So, let's talk about what are neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters are chemical messengers in your brain. They help different parts of your brain and body talk to each other. It's kind of like text messages between neurons. These messages control how you feel, think, move, and even sleep. And here are the key players: serotonin, which is your motivation, pleasure, and reward key player. GABA gives you mood, calm, and happiness. Acetylcholine relaxes, stress relief, and norepinephrine, alertness and energy. Let's talk about the raw materials for brain health: the amino acids. Amino acids are the building blocks of protein, and they are also the starting ingredients your brain uses to make neurotransmitters. Think of them as the raw materials your brain needs to manufacture mood, motivation, and focus. Your brain doesn't just magically produce dopamine or serotonin. It builds them from nutrients from foods, starting with amino acids. For example, tyrosine, found in foods like eggs, chicken, cheese, legumes, soy milk, tuna, salmon, and tofu, helps your brain make dopamine, the chemical that enhances motivation and focus. Next, tryptophan, found in turkey, bananas, and oats, is the starting point for serotonin, your brain's natural mood stabilizer. Serotonin promotes calm, feeling happy, and emotional balance. These amino acids are like ingredients in a recipe. Without them, your brain can't cook up the chemicals that keep you feeling balanced and energized. Now comes the omega-3 fatty acids, the brain cell support. Our brain is nearly 60% fat, and omega 3s are the VIPs of that fat. These healthy fats help your brain cells stay flexible and efficient, like well oiled machines that promote emotional balance. DHA, or docosahexaenoic acid, is critical for maintaining the brain's gray matter and supporting cognitive function, while EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid, has been linked to regulate mood better and reduce symptoms of depression. Together, they make it easier for neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine to do their job, keeping you focused, balanced, and emotionally resilient. You'll find omega 3s in fatty fish like salmon and sardines, or in plant-based sources like flax seeds and algae oil. So, if your brain had a favorite snack, omega-3s would be a good choice. Both are good omega-3 fatty acids found primarily in fatty fish and marine oils. DHA supports brain structure and function, while EPA plays a role in reducing inflammation and supporting mood. Why it matters for brain chemistry? If you are not eating fatty fish regularly, a fish oil supplement is a simple way to support your brain's nutritional needs. If you're not getting enough omega-3s from food, a fish oil supplement can help. Look for one that contains both DHA and EPA. These are the key fatty acids your brain uses to stay sharp and balanced. Here's what you should know about the over-the-counter fish oils. A good supplement will list the amount of DHA and EPA per serving, and preferably be third-party tested for purity if it's sustainably sourced and doesn't leave you with fishy burps. How much is enough? A good supplement typically provides 250 to 500 milligrams of combined DHA and EPA per serving. Some high-potency brands go even higher, especially for therapeutic use. Here's what to look for. Third-party tested for purity and potency. Look for NSF, MSC, or TGA certifications. If you want to know more about these certifications, visit www.consumerlab.com because they give you more information about how they test these supplements. While the Food and Drug Administration doesn't test supplements before they hit the shelves, independent labs like Consumer Lab do. They check for purity, potency, and whether the product actually contains what it claims. It's a great resource if you want to investigate into what you're buying. Now come the helpers, vitamins and minerals. Even if you're eating the right proteins and fats, your brain still needs helpers to turn those nutrients into neurotransmitters. That's where vitamins and minerals come in. B vitamins act like co-pilots in the conversion process. Without them, your brain can't make serotonin or dopamine efficiently. For example, magnesium helps produce GABA, the neurotransmitter that helps you relax and sleep better. Vitamin D, it's your mood's best friend, helping regulate serotonin levels and keeping seasonal symptoms under control. These nutrients don't get the spotlight, but they are absolutely essential for keeping your brain chemistry balanced. Now here comes the brain's troublemakers. Just like the right nutrients help build brain chemicals, the wrong food can throw them off balance. Processed ingredients, excess sugar, and artificial additives can interfere with neurotransmitter production, increase inflammation, and even shrink parts of the brain over time. Your brain is sensitive, not just to what you feed it, but to what you avoid. Refined sugars might give you a quick dopamine rush, but it's followed by a crash that leaves you foggy, with mood swings, fatigue, and irritable. Over time, they impair dopamine receptors' response, making it harder to feel motivated. Artificial sweeteners, or aspartame, the impact on the brain may block serotonin production and disrupt gut-brain signals. Why it matters? They are linked to anxiety and mood instability in some research studies. Trans fats and processed oils, they promote inflammation and oxidative stress, electron stripping in the brain. They can impair memory and neurotransmitter flows. Highly processed foods, they are missing foundational nutrients needed for neurotransmitter synthesis or production. They can lead to deficiencies in B vitamins, magnesium, and omega 3 fatty acids. Other powerful neurotransmitters. We've talked about the big names, dopamine and serotonin, but your brain has a whole cast of supporting characters. Acetylcholine helps you stay sharp and focused, and it's built from choline rich foods like eggs and broccoli. Glutamate powers your ability to learn and adapt, and you'll find it in everyday foods like tomatoes and mushrooms. And GABA, that's your brain's natural chill out chemical, supported by green tea and fermented foods. These nutrients may not get the spotlights, but they are very essential for keeping your brain balanced, resilient, and ready to take on the day's challenges. Let's review the brain support system. The first slide explains neurotransmitters. They are chemical messengers in your brain. They help different parts of your brain and body communicate well, kind of like text messages between neurons. Dopamine gives you drive and motivation, while serotonin helps you feel calm and happy. GABA is your brain's natural chill pill. Acetylcholine sharpens your focus and memory. These chemicals shape how you feel, think, and function, and what you eat plays a huge role in how well they work. In slide 2, we talked about amino acids, the raw materials. Your brain builds neurotransmitters from amino acids, the building blocks of protein. For example, tyrosine, found in foods like eggs and tofu, helps your brain make dopamine, the chemical that fuels motivation and alertness. Tryptophan, found in turkey and oats, is the starting point of serotonin, your natural mood stabilizer. These amino acids are like ingredients in a recipe. Without them, your brain can't cook up the chemicals that keep you balanced and energized. In slide 3, we talked about omega 3's brain cell support. Your brain is nearly 60% fat, and omega 3's are the VIPs of that fat. DHA supports the structure of brain cells, while EPA helps calm inflammation that can mess up with your mood. Together, they help neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine flow smoothly. You'll find omega 3s in fatty fish like salmon and sardines, or in plant-based sources like flax seeds and algae oil. If your brain had a favorite snack, omega 3s would be a good choice. In slide 4, we talked about vitamins and minerals, the helpers. Even with right proteins and fats, your brain needs helpers to turn those nutrients into neurotransmitters. B vitamins act like co-pilots in the conversion process. Without them, your brain can't make serotonin and dopamine efficiently. Magnesium helps produce GABA, the calming chemical that helps you relax and sleep better. And vitamin D, it's your mood's best friend, helping regulate serotonin levels and keeping seasonal symptoms under control. In slide 5, we talked about the brain's troublemakers. What to avoid. Just as the right foods help your brain, the wrong ones can throw it off balance. Refined sugar gives you a quick dopamine rush, followed by a crash that leaves you foggy and irritable. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame can interfere with serotonin production. Trans fat and processed oils fuel inflammation, slowing down your brain's communication system. Think of these foods like static on the radio. They interfere with the signal your neurotransmitters are trying to send. We talked about bonus foods that boost lesser known neurotransmitters. Beyond dopamine and serotonin, your brain uses other powerful chemicals to regulate memory, learning, and emotional stability. Acetylcholine helps you stay sharp and focused, and it's built from choline rich foods like eggs and broccoli. Glutamate powers your ability to learn and adapt, found in tomatoes and mushrooms. And GABA, that's your brain's natural chill out chemical, supported by green tea and fermented foods. These nutrients may not get the spotlights, but they're essential for keeping your brain balanced, resilient, and ready to take on the day's challenges. Feed your brain, fuel your life. Your brain chemistry starts on your plate. Feed it wisely, and it will reward you with clarity. We've explored how the foods we choose shape the very chemistry of our brains, from the amino acids that builds neurotransmitters to the fats, vitamins, and minerals that help them function. We've seen how some foods support clarity, calm, and motivation, while others disrupt that delicate balance. The takeaway is simple but powerful. Your brain chemistry starts on your plate. Every bite is a chance to support your emotional resilience, mental sharpness, and long term well being. So, whether you're building habits for personal growth, emotional stability, or peak performance, start with what you eat. Because when you feed your brain right, everything else follows. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and get the most knowledge about why you are what you eat. There's going to be more interesting topics to follow. Thank you.